I have here an example of a process paragraph that I'd like for us to explore. We're going to look at revising and editing in this video. We're in step 4 of the writing process. But you remember we talked in module 4 about the differences between revision and editing. When we revise, we're really looking at the big picture, the content, transitions, supporting points, all those big kinds of issues. In editing, we're really looking at those small things like grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, sentence structure, and things of that nature. So in this video, we're really only going to focus on revising. We're going to look at those big picture issues. And I have a checklist that we're going to look at. But before we do that, go ahead and read the paragraph. So go ahead and pause the video, read the paragraph. When you're done, hit play, and we'll discuss the paragraph. Okay, welcome back. You should have had time now to read over the paragraph. So let's look at that checklist. We have 4 things we're going to take a look at. The first is, does the topic identify the process and an idea about the process? So let's go back and look. Now, where is our topic sentence? We find it, as we usually do at the very first sentence, studying for an exam is a process every college student should know how to do. So we've identified the process, which is studying for an exam, and there's an idea about the process, that it's something every college student should know how to do, and that it is a process. All right, so that topic sentence looks fine, but I am going to come back to the topic sentence at the end of the video once we've gone through the rest of the paragraph, and I think you'll see why. All right, let's go back to that checklist. Do I have at least 3 supporting points with transitions? Well, let's see. Where is our first supporting point? It's right here in the second sentence. First, find a study location free of distraction. We did start out with a transition, the word first, so that makes it easy to find that first supporting point. Where's the next one? Well, it's labeled second, so that's easy enough to find. Highlight that. Second, gather all necessary books, notes, and supplies before we begin. What about third? Well, it's labeled third. Let's go ahead and highlight that. Make a plan. And we actually have more than 3 supporting points here. We have a 4th. Finally, do not pull an all-nighter. Okay, so the answer to question 2 is yes. We do have at least 3 supporting points, and we do have our transitions in place. Let's go back to that checklist. Does each supporting point have specific examples? Let's go take a look. All right, in the first point about a study location free of examples, the next sentence says, many students choose their bedroom, which is a specific place, but often television, video games, or family members will distract. Well, those are good specific examples. Coffee houses like Starbucks, bookstores like Barnes & Noble, or the campus library are all excellent places to study free of distraction. Okay, those specific examples like Starbucks, Barnes & Noble, the campus library, those are terrific examples of a specific example, because those kind of specific details, those specific names of places are going to stick in your reader's mind. And it also helps your reader identify with your writing more when they can recognize specific places, specific names. So always include those specific details. What about in the second point? We do mention finding a highlighter, searching for a notebook. Those are good specific examples. In the third, we talk about half-hour or 45-minute study sessions, only taking a 5-minute break, and not using TV or video games in our break. All that is specific detail. Don't pull an all-nighter and then it tells when you should study. You know, over the course of several days, no more than 1 or 2 hours in a day, 2 or 3 hours in a day. Don't cram. Things like that are good specific details that'll make your writing memorable. So we did meet that criteria as well. All right, finally, are the steps in chronological order? Are there any missing details? Let's go back. It does seem like it's in chronological order, doesn't it? The first thing you would have to do is find a place to study. The second thing you would have to do is gather your materials. Third, plan out how long you're going to study. And the fourth, not pulling an all-nighter. It does seem like this is in chronological order. So I think that makes sense. I think our organization makes sense. So I think that that's good. Now that I've gone through the whole paragraph, though, let's come back to that topic sentence. Are all of these supporting points describing how to study for an exam, really? Because we're really not giving supporting points about things like how to read over your notes, how to highlight, how to make flashcards, things like that. So I think we could actually make this topic sentence more specific, because it seems to me that all of these supporting points are really describing how to study without distraction. So let's add that in. Studying for an exam without distraction. Well, that makes it sound like the exam doesn't have distractions. So how about this? How do you think that sounds? Finding a process for studying without distractions is something every college student should know how to do. I think that's better. I think now our topic sentence better reflects what our paragraph is truly about. So these are all steps we're revising. Look at those big picture issues, the content of our topic sentence. So these are the things you should be looking at in your own writing when you revise and edit.